I start. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I had just the meeting with the UN Secretary General, and I may say our dear friend, Mr. Guterres, because he is a true believer in and a great promoter of the Olympic values and what the Olympic Games are standing for and what the IOC is standing for. And this is why we are always very honored and happy to be able to welcome him at any occasion, but in particular, of course, at the Olympic Games. This gave us the opportunity to exchange on the extremely complicated geopolitical situation, and also to explain how the IOC is approaching this situation by keeping its political neutrality, and that thanks to this political neutrality and all the measures around, that I could report to the Secretary General that tonight we will have the athletes from the territories of all 206 national Olympic committees united together with the IOC refugee Olympic team, and in this way sending a very strong message for peace and unity in this world, as the athletes did already this week with their call for peace in the Olympic Village, and as they showed this morning when I had the pleasure to run with the Olympic torch, where they were all lining up and showing their commitment to the Olympic values and to peace in this respect. I could also thank the Secretary General for all the support and the great cooperation we are enjoying with all the United Nations agencies in order to live up to the role the UN gave us as an important enabler to achieve the UN Sustainability Development Goals, and to thank him also for the presence of all these agencies yesterday as at the summit being organized by France and the IOC on sustainable development in and through sport, which was a great success, which created a great awareness for the need to act, but also great awareness for what the IOC and what the Olympic movement is doing and effectuating in this respect, not only when it comes to peace, but also to health, sustainable development, education, and many others. And then finally I expressed the hope that the UN member states that will also in the upcoming resolution on the UN summit for the future express what they have expressed yesterday, the recognition of the work that we have achieved with and through the Olympic movement with the assistance of the UN agencies, and also an encouragement to continue in this way. Welcome, Mr. Secretary General, at your home, the Olympic movement.
Thank you very much. I want to express the deep support, the total support of the United Nations to the International Olympic Committee. We live in a divided world where conflicts are proliferating in a dramatic way. The horrendous suffering in Gaza, the seemingly endless war in Ukraine, terrible suffering from Sudan to the DRC, from the Sahel to Myanmar. And in a moment like this, it's important to say that the first recorded in history real peace initiative was the Olympic Truce. And so in a moment in which the Olympic Games are going to start, it's time to remind the world of the importance of the Olympic truce and to make the world understand that we must silence the guns. On the other hand, nothing is more contrary to conflict than the Olympic spirit. The Olympic Games are a symbol of universality and diversity, a symbol of cooperation and loyal competition instead of division and conflict. And so this is the moment in which my strong appeal is for countries to come together with the same spirit as athletes will be coming together during the Olympic Games in Paris. On the other hand, I'd like to express my deep gratitude for what the Olympic Committee has made to allow a refugee team to compete in the Olympics once again. I was High Commissioner for Refugees for 10 years, and it's important to leave no one behind, and to leave, not to leave behind those that were forced to flee, to leave their countries, and have the same right to practice sports as any other citizen of the world. On the other hand, the Olympic Games are showing a remarkable example in its commitment to sustainability and to the Sustainable Development Goals. I believe that the events themselves will be carbon neutral, which is a remarkable achievement. And I know also, in this context of protection of the vulnerable people in the world, that an enormous effort was made to facilitate the access of people with disability to fully enjoy the Olympic Games in Paris. And so, once again, I want to express our support to the International Olympic Committee and our wishes that these Olympic Games in Paris, La Ville Lumière, will be a fantastic success.
Thank you very much.